sufficient. Come on, let's take it up. That's it. Come on, help us out, Daniel.
Lord, in you. Oh, in you. My creator.
Come on, get on your feet. Lift your voice with this little victory chant.
It shall be given. Seek, and you shall find. You said you will open up the windows of heaven and pour out love, joy, peace, righteousness. Problem solver, you are all my righteousness, my Prince of Peace. You are everything that I need. Father, Redeemer, Keeper, Master, Savior. I can call on you, Mother, Sovereign God. You are the God, yes. You are more than
Tell him
enough. You are my creator,
That's it. The all.
my creator.
Lord, you are my creator.
Oh,
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Bless him. Bless him.
My creator, all sufficient one.
All that we need is found.
Gospel 88.7 WEHA. It's more than music. It's ministry.
Port Republic, Atlantic City, and now on FM Translator 100.3 W262CF, Atlantic City, Pleasantville.
Two voices, one vision, government you can trust. This is Dr. Thelma Witherspoon asking you to re-elect me for Hamilton Township Committee and vote for Yvette Soto on Tuesday, June 10th, 2025 during the primary from 6 a.m. to 8 o'clock p.m. Thank you for your vote. Thank you for your support. Vote for Witherspoon and Soto.
The views and opinions expressed on the following show are not necessarily those of WEHA, Gospel 88.7 and 100.3 FM. We Have Gospel, Spread the Gospel Inc., or any of its sponsors. WEHA is a listener-supported radio station. To make a donation, call 609-641-8870. Visit our headquarters at 3 Canal Drive, Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey, 08234, or log on to our website, wehavegospel.com.
We have gospel.
Oh,
just tuned in, you're listening to In the Community with Dr. Thelma Witherspoon and First Lady Parrish right here on your two-time Stellar Award-winning gospel radio station, WEHA Gospel, 88.7, 100.3 FM. We have gospel. We are live in the studio today, and we have a great show for you today, and we ask you to just tune in to us today. And I'm going to be here for the top half of the show. I'm going to be here for the top half of the show, and then our very own lady, my co-host, Mary Parrish, will be taking over the show because I have an event that I must attend on today. All right, so I'm excited because we have some of my favorite people that are here today to be with us on today. So I'm really excited about that. Let's see. This broadcast is being brought to you by the Hawks Family Businesses, who've been serving our community for over 30 years, and Beacon Hall, turning moments into memories. There's a lot going on today, and we want to make sure that my listening audience is well aware of everything that is happening on today. All right. Okay, so let me start here by letting you all know what's going on. I want to let everybody know that the Walgreens at 855 North Main Street in Pleasantville will be closing on June the 23rd, 2025. So you may not know that, and a lot of people have their prescriptions and different things of that nature in there. And so you may not know that, and I just wanted to make sure that you were aware of that. Armed Forces Day flag replacement. Today, Saturday, May 17th at 10 a.m. Bring your family to honor our resting veterans. Join the Hamilton Township community as we place American flags on the hundreds of veteran graves at Holy Cross Cemetery on Route 40 in Mays Landing, and that will begin today at 7 o'clock a.m. Also, there's a food distribution today. Faith Baptist has their food distribution on this morning, and I'm going to make sure I got that right. That will start 829 Tilton Road, Pleasantville, New Jersey. And that will start at 10 a.m. and will go to 2 o'clock p.m. So if you know someone who needs some food or they're a little low, please send them to Faith Baptist Church on today. Okay, let me see. There's a couple other things that are going on today that I want to make sure that you are totally aware of. Let's see here. Also, Westminster Christian Worship Center food distribution, 2015 Morningside Avenue in Atlantic City, is every fourth Wednesday, and the next one is May 28th, and it will be from 11 a.m. to 3 o'clock p.m. Client's choice, first come, first serve while supplies last. Bring your own reusable bag and or cart. Frogs and Toads, the third Saturdays in Esther Manor Park. They have something from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, and that is a free event. That's a nice park, too. That's a very, very nice park, Estelle Manor Park. You may want to go to that. Also, we don't want everyone to forget that. I'm almost there. There is another health fair today, and it is in, there it is. Midtown Farmers Market Resource Fair is every third Wednesday. It's May the 21st from 10 a.m. to 2 o'clock p.m. at the Atlantic Care Healthplex, 1401 Atlantic Avenue in Atlantic City. All veterans and those who know a veteran, make sure that you come to this event. The South Jersey Regional Stand Down Serving All Veterans, Atlantic City 2025, will be Wednesday, May 21st from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the All Wars Memorials Building, also known as the Soldiers Home, 1510 Adriatic Avenue, Atlantic City, New Jersey. VA medical, mental health, benefits, claims, employment, clothes, products, lunch, and housing. All right, so I want to make sure that you were aware of that. Don't forget, on Tuesday, May 20th is the last day that you can register to vote in the state of New Jersey. And we want to make sure that if you're not registered, that you do vote, register to vote by Tuesday, May 20th. You can download it, or if you call me, I have registration forms, and I can make sure that you are registered for the election, okay? And that's May 20th. You can go to vote.nj.com, vote.nj.gov, I'm sorry, and then that will help you to be able to vote. And last but not least, I have been watching American Idol. I really don't get a chance to watch TV, and I hadn't watched it in American Idol in 21 years. Since Fantasia was there, I hadn't watched it. But it's been very, very exciting. I'm rooting for Jamal Roberts, but there are 3 wonderful contestants, and they all are very good. They are all, extremely good. And I didn't know. I did vote for the first time, and I text the vote, but you can vote 10 times. But I did not realize you can vote 30 times because you can download the app. You can vote by email. You can vote by text. And you can vote 10 times each on each part. So whoever you select, make sure that you get your vote in for your person that you would like to be the next American Idol. I normally don't get involved in that. I don't even watch television. I really don't. Just the news. I don't have time. But it's just been exciting to watch. It's been exciting to watch, and it's been a breath of fresh air. Well, now I'm here with some of my favorite people. Hold on, make sure I'm saying everything correctly here. Yes, there I am. Some of my favorite people that I got a chance to meet. The Miss New Jersey Senior America Incorporated, and these are women of the Cameo Club. And once you are in the pageant, you become a part of the Cameo Club. I'm not able to go like I used to. Want to, but I think coming up this year, I'm going to be able to do a little better since I retired officially.
Well, good. Great.
Yeah, I couldn't do it because I was working, but I'm going to be able to participate with them. And we want to start out saying that Miss Lenore Lambert was the queen for this year. She was the queen for this year. And they're going to have a show, and I'm going to let them say all of that, which is coming up very, very soon. And I'm looking forward to being there at the program and at the show. It's just a wonderful, wonderful event for you to come to. So we want to talk about what is the mission of Miss New Jersey Senior America. So I believe Terry is going to start with that.
Good morning, Thelma. So delightful to see you again.
You too.
Okay, the Miss Senior America pageant is the world's first and foremost pageant, and it began over 40 years ago to emphasize and honor women age 60 and over who have reached the age of elegance. It's the search for the gracious lady who best exemplifies the dignity, maturity, and inner beauty of all senior Americans. The Miss Senior America pageant philosophy is based upon the belief that seniors are the foundation of America and our most valued treasure. It's upon, I need the glasses, who am I kidding? It's upon their Knowledge, experience, and resources that the younger generation has the opportunity to build a better society. The New Jersey Cameo Club is the service wing of the pageant and is a national organization of ladies who have competed in the pageant. You don't have to have won. Once you have competed, you're in. You know, you have the opportunity to join. Our ladies generously volunteer their time and travel all over New Jersey on a year-round basis, sharing their talents with our veterans, seniors in nursing homes, assisted living facilities. We do parades, libraries, and adult communities. Music has magical power, and we bring entertainment to those who otherwise not have the opportunity to be entertained. Trust me, we get back so much more than we give. That's the mission.
Well, that is the mission, and it is a great mission. And I want to say I got the opportunity to participate 2 years ago,
Yes.
and it was a wonderful experience for me. I was excited to be a part of this, and I had to wait until I turned 60.
That's right.
You know, to
I was
participate.
chasing you for 5 years.
You did. You chased me for 5 years, and it was just a wonderful thing. And I want to say that the Cameo Club performed at the Showboat.
Yeah.
And it was just a wonderful, wonderful event. I mean, it was other talent there, but just look at the video and to see these women of elegance moving the way they moved, it's just a wonderful, wonderful event. And the event is not expensive to go to the event. So we want to keep on talking about that. I'm just excited. I was just so excited to have participated. I learned about it through Donna King.
Right.
I went to come and see her participate,
Yes.
and I was like, wow, this is really nice. I thought I knew everything going on in Atlantic County, and I found out I didn't, because this has been going on for over 40 years now.
Yes.
And
Yep.
so it's just a wonderful event. I want to ask the question, as a nonprofit organization, what organizations do you support? Do we support?
Denise?
Right now, we support Zach Applaud Our Kids. It's a nonprofit themselves that was established when the gentleman passed away because he wanted children to have an opportunity to pursue instrumental lessons, singing lessons, even if they didn't have the money to do it. So they have a scholarship program, and we have contributed to that scholarship fund. Plus, we did perform with them a while back at Loretta Winery, and the kids are just so talented. It's amazing.
Wow. Well, you all do other things too. I believe you was at Avazar. I think the Queen, Lenore Lambert, I think she gave 500 pairs of socks. I'm not sure.
Yes.
Yes.
500 pairs of socks right here, right across from the radio station.
Yes, she did.
I didn't really realize that. So you do so much in the community, and you come on the boardwalk once a year.
Yeah.
It was too hot last year.
That's right.
It was extremely too hot, and we couldn't make that. But you sing on the boardwalk at least once a year in front of the boardwalk hall, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful performance. And I want to say, you ladies have inspired me so much. Because when I saw them doing splits and, oh my Lord, and all kind of stuff.
Well, not all of us
Not all
do
of us.
that. There is someone here on this video that it does, but no.
Betty Jean. When I saw Betty Jean
Hi.
face, hi Betty
How are
Jean.
you?
Good, how are you? When I saw her do that split, I said, oh, I got to get in shape.
You know, it's funny because I have a goal now. Now that I'm 66, I have a goal. When I'm 100, I'm still going to be splitting.
Oh, wow.
You know, you have to keep your goals going, right?
You got to
Yes.
keep your goals going. I want to know, what is the function of the New Jersey Cameo Club?
We entertain at various venues. And in particular, when we go to a nursing home or an assisted living, it's very rewarding. We were just at one the other day, and although most of the people were in a wheelchair, They were participating, they were singing, they were moving their bodies and had smiles across their faces, were clapping, yelling out. It's just such a rewarding experience to feel that and to have that kind of impact. And as Terry mentioned before, music does that for a lot of people, even those afflicted with dementia and Alzheimer's. You see them, although they are not aware of what's happening, when they hear a song they know, they are singing along or they're mouthing the words. And that's not a feeling that, yeah, you just can't beat that feeling.
No, you can't. And the Miss Senior America, Miss New Jersey Senior America is such a gracious organization. There's a young man that you allow, and he's in a wheelchair. That's what made me
Yes.
think about this. What is his
Yes.
name? And he comes every year and he makes bracelets for
Yes.
all of the contestants. What
Yeah,
is his
here
name?
I have mine on already.
King
Oh,
Michael.
Michael King.
King Michael Nicholas. Nicholas.
Yeah, and he puts on a crown
Yes.
and he goes around and it's
We
just,
have him on stage with us at the crowning.
yeah, it's wonderful. It's really, really, really.
And we do support his organization, the group home that he lives in, and Lenore and I made the trip down there. They held an event, a bingo event, and to raise
Bowling too.
bowling. Yes,
We've done that
yes,
to raise money for good causes and things like that.
right.
That is wonderful. Before I go on, I want everyone to know that this event is coming up, and who
Yes.
wants to talk about that?
Okay. Well, the pageant takes place on Thursday, May 29th at Harrah's Resort and Casino. And it's at 1 o'clock. The contestants are judged on talent, philosophy of life, evening gown, and interview. And I hope all of you will come to Atlantic City on May 29th. I'm sure you have many lovely and talented ladies out there in your audience who should
Absolutely.
consider being in the pageant next year. I guarantee you'll have the time of your life.
You absolutely will. And how many contestants are there this year?
12.
12 contestants
Yes.
this year, and it's a very, very reasonable amount to get in. I believe it's $25.
It's 30
$30.
Oh, you moved up to $30
at the box office.
$30, and you can come right to the box office, pay $30.
Group sales are 25.
Okay, group sales are $25, but individual ticket is $30. But it is such a wonderful event, and we wanted to make sure, me and my co-host Mary Parrish wanted to make sure that the Cameo Club came on and talked about this great event that was happening. Now, Johan Santori. Yeah, did I mess your name up?
Can't hear you, Joe.
Yeah. Well, I wanted her to talk about what the qualifications are necessary to enter the Miss New Jersey Senior America pageant.
The qualifications is, first of all, you need to be 60 years old, and you have to reside in New Jersey. And we accept everybody that is willing to be a part of our Cameo Club. It's not only because you do the pageant and then you leave. The best part of the pageant is to be in the Cameo Club and go and do shows all to these wonderful people that we visit. So that's about it.
Yeah, so you don't have to just sing, because there's dancing, there's poetry, there's all type of talent.
And we give them talent if they don't have one.
Okay. They will give you some talent if you don't have no talent. All right.
Thank you, Terry Brightman. This is Lady Parrish.
Hi,
Remember,
Lady
I
Parrish.
have a talent.
Hi, Mary.
Hi, Mary.
Hi.
You did great. This is a bucket list item for ladies of our age. To be in a pageant, to be on the stage at Harrah's, it's just so amazing. And they do come to me and say, I have no talent. Well, we'll find you a talent. This year, I have a very diverse group there. I have a a violin virtuoso, a belly dancer. Uh, it's going to be an amazing show this year.
Absolutely. And I wanted to also say that when I participated, the retired armed forces
Yes,
led us out to the mic to talk.
yes,
It is such an
yes.
elegant, classy event, and
Uh,
you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it.
Oh,
You know what's so great about it, if you don't mind me saying? It's
Yes,
so diverse. I mean, we have all cultures, and it's so wonderful. And the best part of it is the sisterhood,
that's true.
because you meet these different people and you have so much in common with them, even though they're from different cultures. And we just have so much fun. And the best part for me was not winning the crown, and I mean this from my heart, being in the shows with the other girls, doing doing the VAs, doing all these different shows, and having so much fun with the audience. And we just have just a ball. We do. The sisterhood is the most amazing part of it at the end,
It
what it
is.
all comes down to.
yeah, I would say that because I worked in the Miss America pageant, I found this pageant the most glamorous one because you can do things after your pageant. You can continue to give to people. As a Miss America, they do their pageant and then it's done. So this is about the only pageant that I know that continues on what they're supposed to be doing. I think it's wonderful.
Great.
Right. And we should mention there's no bathing suits involved.
Yes, that's great. That's true. That is true. That really won me over. I said,
All of us.
Yeah, really.
so just to be able to go to the various places after this is, I think that's a wonderful thing to do, because some people are saying I don't have money to give back, or I can't give back. Being a part of the Cameo Club, it doesn't cost anything, just
Right,
you and your talent.
right.
And I
Mhm.
think that makes a lot. Now, I did sing. I
Yes,
did
you
sing
did
at the
Yes,
beautifully.
I loved your voice. It was
Yes,
so powerful
Beautiful.
and
yes,
so beautiful, really.
I really enjoyed that, and just being on the stage, being in the back room where the stars would be, and getting your
yes,
makeup on, and to have the makeup artist. I really felt like a star.
yes,
You are a star.
I am a star.
I
yes.
think we're very fortunate to have Harris to greet us the way they are. Since 2008, that's where we've been every single, I call that our pageant home. They can't, they can't do any more to please us. They love to have us there. They'll do anything.
Absolutely. And I wanted to talk about the man who started it.
Oh, Dr. Mutt.
Doc,
Mutt
yeah.
started, it's so funny. His story is that he was going and visit nursing homes and he saw that the ladies would have so much more to offer than just rock themselves in the chairs. So he started to have tiny, little pageants, and then all of a sudden it became so good that it became national. So he did quite a nice thing for all the ladies over 60. He's a wonderful man, but it's a shame we don't see him that much anymore.
Right. But he
Yeah,
wanted to get the women out of the rocking chair and on the runway.
that
Correct.
exactly is motto. I thought that was a great sentence.
I think a lot of times when people, well, once I got over the 60 club, the younger people consider you old.
Sure.
Yo, that's old, grandma. That's old. You're old. But we have so much elegance, women of elegance. We have so much that we can offer. And life is not over, because I'm the baby of the baby boomers, okay? I'm 62 now.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm the baby of the baby boomers. But you have so much that we still can offer.
Hmm.
It doesn't mean that
Definitely.
life is over. Even if you have retired, there's things that you can do. You can do more than babysit,
Mm-hmm.
and run the kids to soccer and track and football and sports activities and your grandkids. You can do more than that. There's some things that you need to do for yourself. And I found that to be very rewarding. I always wanted to be Miss America, even when I was little. I,
Aw.
I really did. No one really knew that, but my mom knew that. But I would practice in her heels when I was like 5 years old.
Yeah.
And so, of course, my parents didn't know how to get me to that point, but as I got older and found out about this New, Miss Miss New Jersey Senior of America, I was like, this is my opportunity to participate on this particular level. And it's just like the Miss America pageant.
And you shine very well.
Yes.
Oh.
And hopefully you'll do it again.
Yeah.
Well, maybe one day. I thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
And
just don't get too busy in your retirement that you forget about us.
That's why I try to show up every now and then,
Okay.
to let you all know that I still have you at heart, and the things that you're doing. So we already talked about it was going to be in Harris this year, and they've been doing it since 2008, which is a good thing. And so we want to talk about, can you describe what happens leading up to the pageant to prepare the rehearsals, things like that?
The best part.
Well, it gets a little crazy. It does. It does. We have Betty Jean can tell us about the New Jersey Star Dancers. We have the Grand Dames Chorus. So whomever can participate in either of those two activities during the pageant can. And of course, there's rehearsals for that. And then just pulling together a beautiful journal that we give to every person who attends. Right now, we're planning a celebratory dinner after the pageant. We usually convene at the Eden Lounge directly after the pageant to introduce the Queen and the court. But it's a celebration for everybody, as is this. We're having a buffet celebratory dinner upstairs in the Brigantine Room. And it's just a time to celebrate everybody, not just the Queen and her court, but anybody, the 12 ladies that we have in the pageant. And so that's another part of the aftermath of the pageant, besides being part of the Cameo Club.
We do have a full day of rehearsals the day before the pageant, where our professional choreographer comes in and teaches the ladies the opening number, their production number, how to walk, how to hold themselves, how to do poses in their evening gowns. Not everybody has ever been on a stage before, and it's quite daunting to be at Harris on the big stage, to look out in the audience and see, and the lights are blaring at you. So we take the entire day of rehearsal so that everybody is prepared, and Melanie, our choreographer, is the best in the business. She just has patience of a saint. She is amazing. Just amazing.
That is very true. And I want to say that you ladies were so gracious to me, because I had never done anything like that. And the dance routine, I was just so off. And I was really trying to get it. I tried so hard.
You got it.
No, my grandson told me I was off. But
did
you
great.
know what?
You did
It was
great.
so much fun. And it was
that was what it's supposed to be. That's not judged. That was after all the judging, and it's like, oh, let's have some fun and just dance.
Right. It was just very, very nice. We're getting ready to come up on a commercial break. And Mary Parrish, who was also in the pageant, and she is my co-host, she's going to take over the show. I have to be at an event by 10 o'clock. So I'm going to have to go, but I'm looking forward to seeing all of you wonderful ladies on the 29th. The 29th at Harris. And I encourage everyone listening to keep it locked and to also go. Keep it locked. We'll be right back.
So much for having us.
You to re-elect me for Hamilton Township Committee and vote for Yvette Soto on Tuesday, June 10th, 2025 during the primary from 6 a.m. to 8 o'clock p.m. Thank you for your vote. Thank you for your support. Vote for Witherspoon and Soto.
Hello, I'm George C.
Hi, I'm Professor J.
You know why I like listening to gospel on the radio? It's easy. You turn it on, turn up the volume, and you have gospel.
Listening in the car is cool, I guess, but I'm more into listening from my computer. I just type in the website and I have gospel.
So whether you listen to gospel on the radio, on 88.7 FM, WEHA,
or on your computer on www.wehavegospel.com,
we have gospel.
So check out our new website, wehavegospel.com.
Okay, forest animals, kids are coming to the forest, and it's up to us to make their visit a good one. Sparrow, have you practiced the most popular bird songs for the year?
Of course.
Catchy. I like it. River, how's the temperature?
It's a refreshing 52 degrees, man.
I love it. Turtle.
He's not here yet, man.
He's late every morning. Okay. Squirrel.
The forest has been preparing just for you. To learn more about cool things to do in the forest, visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest
Do you have an
Service
event coming up and need a facility? Well, let me tell you about Atlantic County's newest banquet facility, Beacon Hall, located in the heart of Egg Harbor City, right off the White Horse Pike. Beacon Hall is a full-service banquet facility that is 5,000 square feet with an attached parking lot. Book your conferences, book signings, birthday parties, bridal showers, baby showers, weddings, repasts. No event is too big or too small. You can book your next event by calling us at 609-965-4255 or email us at bookbeaconhall@gmail.com. That's BOOKBEACONHALL@gmail.com. Try Beacon Hall, where we turn moments into cherished memories.
I spend a lot of time in the backyard, and in '09 it was me, your fire pit, that accidentally started a wildfire when one of my embers landed on dry brush.
Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com, brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester in the area.
Wake up to morning glory with gospel duo Duncan and Rachel.
Every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. on WEHA 88.7 and 100.3 FM.
And the King of Glory shall come in.
Okay, ladies, I guess we're back. I'm not visible today, as most people know that are on my Facebook, that I have been ill and wasn't feeling great, but I wanted to see you and talk to you and be a part of this show. So what you will see when I talk, you will see my, I think it turns green or something. Yeah. But I'm just, I just didn't want to completely dress today. I've been recuperating for the past 2 weeks from a severe case of diverticulitis. So I want to welcome you all and then
feel better.
Feel better. And then say to our listening audience, if anyone is just tuning in, you're listening to In the Community with Dr. Thelma Witherspoon and First Lady Parrish. And we're brought to you by the Hawks Family Businesses, which includes Beacon Hall, WEHA, and of course Hawks Janitorial. And they've been serving our community for over 35 years. We welcome everyone to come and to participate even at Beacon Hall, where you could have an event there at anything, baby shower, repast, wedding, reception, or whatever. And they're on Facebook and you can see their pictures. So we're so happy to welcome the senior, Miss New Jersey Senior America. I see Betty Jean, I see Denise and Terry and Johan, and I thought I saw Joanne, but I wasn't quite sure. But I'm just so happy to see your faces again. And
we miss you.
Yeah, I miss you. Yes. Yeah. Hopefully I will be at this year to visit and come by and say hello to everyone.
Oh, we hope so.
Yeah, my experience in 2022 was awesome. I did things I never thought I could do. It was on my bucket list, but you know, it's good. It was great. You ladies are phenomenal. I mean, you are phenomenal ladies. Yes, you are. So you know, we started with some questions, and Dr. Thelma had to go, and I told her I'd pitch in. First, let me do this though. I want to apologize to Lenore. How do you say her name?
Lenore Lambert.
Yes, Lenore Lambert. I did the flyer and I put one last year's people in, not this year. And so I wanted to give her a spread. So I put her on my Facebook, and anybody can tag her to let her know that that was just an oversight and nothing intentional. And we are proud of her. She's all over the place. Yes. What is her legacy going to be? The socks? Because she does a lot with collecting them and distributing and doing a whole bunch of stuff like that.
That was a national initiative started by this year's National Queen, and she made a challenge to each of the states, and I think we collected over 3,000 pair of socks to donate.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Such a great cause.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's great because they said the most things that homeless people need are socks. You know, to keep them warm. Yes. So let's continue with our questions. I know she asked you about the pageant and the rehearsals. Is there an application fee? Did she cover that? The application fee for entering the pageant?
No.
Okay.
The fee is $300, and it allows us to put on the pageant because we're a 501c3 and have no income other than what our fee is to do performances around the state, and we do many gratis, at the veterans facilities. So it's necessary for us to move forward.
But then in that $300, we do make them a year free of the Cameo Club.
Well, till the end of the year.
Right, and also we have like meals that we serve at the.
Right.
So a lot of stuff is included in there that nobody really knows.
A lot of stuff is included in that.
Yeah.
They have the luncheon before the pageant.
Right.
Yes.
They have when I tell you what this organization does is unbelievable. Just at the cerebral, what did we have? The contestants luncheon, the decorations. The girls got Oscars and chocolate bars. They had Oscars where they were given because the theme is Hollywood. I mean, there was little flowers. They received crowns. I mean, the things that were put in so beautifully done, and every little detail. I mean, those things cost, and people don't realize. And they also get lunch, and it's just amazing all the stuff that people put in that are on this board that are not getting paid and doing such a wonderful job.
That was great when I was there, and we went into the dressing room, and each of our cubicles were just decorated, and we had all these props even to participate. That was great, and I still have mine. And then you give everybody a trophy at the end, whether they win or lose. Everybody leaves there with a trophy with their name on it.
A plaque.
Yeah. And I love mine. I've posted it a couple of times on my Facebook page because I felt very proud to be a part of that.
You should be.
Yes.
Nice, Betty Jean.
Okay. So what happens on the day of the pageant? Now, I know this, and I told Thelma when she was getting ready, Thelma, walk and do some exercises because you're going up and down some stairs for a day. So let's go into what happens.
Actually, there's no stairs at Harris. They have the elevator to go to the dressing rooms.
Right.
So that's very safe for all of us.
Mm-hmm.
But we do have the rehearsal the day before. So that day is the interview right at 9 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
5 judges that we have this year. And then then they do have rehearsal if they want to to clean up something that they missed, that they could do a little bit of rehearsal that morning. And we have also a lot of people that are coming in that will be doing some exercise, some like we have the dance and the choir that will need to rehearse, not rehearse, but just to be on the
sound check.
Right. So, and then at 1 o'clock, the pageant starts. So there's an awful lot involved in it. We don't cry about it. We love to do it. And it's so rewarding to see all these ladies happy and getting, we just hope that they're all going to join us in the Cameo Club. That's the best part of the pageant.
It is.
It's the door opening for the rest of their lives, because you come into the Cameo Club, it's so rewarding. It's absolutely a beautiful thing.
And also on the day of the pageant, that was food backstage. I mean, they had a spread.
Yeah,
lots and lots of food and early morning and so much there, and you could refresh yourself and do so much. So that was great. Also, let me ask you this too. Now, what are the duties, responsibilities of the newly crowned queen and her court? The newly crowned queen.
Go ahead, Betty Jean.
Well, the new crown. Okay, there's a lot of duties, but it's all fun, and it's what you put into it, you get back out of it. I personally loved going on to the parades. We'd go to the parades, and people don't know about us. We're like New Jersey's secret for some reason, and they can't believe how we have makeup on and our hair is done, and people stop you when you have that kind of look, and that's when you can tell them about it. But I'm getting off track. But we have so many things that we do. We basically go to almost every event. We talk about what's for our future and how we're going to perform, and about the pageant, basically. Seeing children see us is like an amazing, like we're princesses, and they ask us all questions, and some teenagers look at us like they don't know if they can't figure it out. But then when they talk to us, they realize, wow, this is something. We're not just grandma sitting in a chair when we look glamorous like this.
Yeah.
But we're getting involved in our community. We're an example that we're not wasting away in a rocking chair. I was a director for 25 years in different capacities, being low functioning, high functioning, Alzheimer's, dementia. And I used to see the ladies come and perform for me and see how my people would light up. And now I'm doing it, and it's just the best part. And being the queen is wonderful, but the best part is making these relationships and giving back to the community. And I'm not just saying that. Whatever it is, it comes back to you 100-fold over. It's just the best part of being the queen. And, and then after you're the queen, I'm so busy right now, trying to get other things going on for Senior America, because you want to be part of it. You want to be involved. You can give so much to them. And it's fun having those relationships. So that's basically it.
Well, we're out there promoting and
always
looking for next year's contestants. It's a challenge because nobody has ever heard of us.
That's just so hard to either fathom, because you've been around. But I want to make two statements. Last year in October, you participated in the National here in Atlantic City. It was here.
Correct.
Yes. And then you came down the boardwalk to Showboat, and you performed at the Care Spark event.
Right. That was a whole event too.
Yes. Now, this is what I want to say. You blew those cheerleaders away. They were shocked.
I know.
The Atlantic City cheerleaders were there, and then you came up and performed, and they had their mouths open. They were like, oh, Yes. So that was great. That how was that experience for you? I mean, I think everybody was there.
Inspiring.
I was there. I remember seeing those young girls like looking at us with their mouth open, like, and this is what we like to do. It's to be mixed also with the young crowd. We don't want to be just only with the seniors. Being with the young crowd will entice them to do something for that in their life. I mean, they say, "Wow, maybe I can be that way when I'm that age." But I think we should be mixed up with the younger a little more often.
Yes, I have a video with you and the young girls dancing together.
Yeah.
Towards the end, they joined in with the group, and that was great.
That was so much fun.
That was so much fun.
Yeah.
And so there's a national competition or Senior America. Where is that? Did we cover that for this year? Where is that going to be?
This year it's Tropicana. The October 5th through the 9th. And queens from upwards of 45 states participate. So it's a long event. They break it down into first and second preliminaries, and then the final, where they choose the final 12. But it's amazing to watch. It really is. It's quite a production.
Now, Denise, you were actually a contestant on the New Jersey level last year too.
In 2023, I first started in 2017, and that year I came in 4th runner-up. And I became very involved in the Cameo Club. Right now, I'm the showcase coordinator. So I help book the venues that we perform at, that the Cameo Club performs at, whether it be nursing homes or libraries and such, and take care of the music and all. So it's a big job, but once we get there, it's like, this was really fun. Just to be able to see the looks on those people's faces, it's just phenomenal. We all do a lot of work.
Yes.
It's not something that just happens by itself, but you develop a rhythm to be able to do what you need to do, and then you can sit back and enjoy the final results.
It's a rhythm, actually.
It's what?
It's the work of love.
Yes.
Yes, I call it labor of love. That's my LOL, labor of love.
Labor of love. I like that.
Yeah, my LOL. Yeah. I was so excited to yell from the top of the building down on the parade.
Oh, I know, when we saw you up on the top during the Christmas parade.
Yes.
Yeah, that was hysterical. All of a sudden, we're like, look up. And there's Mary up on the balcony.
Yeah, we were going to lunch that day, and I didn't know where the parade was, and I thought it was on Atlantic Avenue, but I found out the Christmas parade for Atlantic City is on the boardwalk.
Right.
Yeah.
There were 2 years, though, that we did go down the boulevard in one of the trams that has the plastic coming down.
Yes, yes.
Because it was a little chilly. I think one of the days it had rained, so the gentleman driver pulled down the plastic sides, and we had a little heater in there. But that was so much fun. I mean, going down the boardwalk was even better.
Yeah, and just seeing people, and that's from the regular was for years for us, Miss America. From a child, we would run to the boardwalk to see the Miss America pageant.
Yeah,
show us your shoes,
Yeah,
and all that. Yeah,
we always did the Air Force parade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that was
great.
The opposite of what happened on Christmas. It was beastly hot, and we had a float, and we went from one end of the boardwalk down by Revel all the way down to Knife and Fork, and endless, and singing and performing the whole time.
Yeah,
wonderful. It was so much fun.
Yeah,
especially to come back again.
Yeah, I know. It was the kickoff to the air show, but They stopped doing it.
Yeah, I think the air show's coming back this year.
The air show is coming back, but maybe not the parade.
Yeah. A funny story. I remember being on the float, and people are, and it's the summertime, so the boardwalk is packed, totally packed. And a woman comes up with her daughter. We were stopped for something, and the little girl tugs on the mother's coat, and she wants to know who all these ladies are. So the mother looked at her and she said, they're just old Miss Americas. Yeah, okay, thanks so much.
Yeah, really. She obviously didn't know about our organization.
No.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that because people say to me, they're like, oh, so you were Senior America? And they're like, oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. And then when you see these women that you just put a little makeup on, throw a bow around their neck, and they become Zsa.
Right.
You know? And it's all about the way you arrange your mind. I always said that.
Mm-hmm.
And these women really think they can't do it, but once you get them up there, they become superstars. And that's what's the best part of the pageant, watching these people transform into these divas. It cracks up.
And you know what? Since 2022, I mean, I would some mornings get up and I would just run to the store and come back. Now, since I've been in that pageant,
you can dress up.
I know you're saying.
On my face, I have to be coordinated.
Yeah.
And I feel that I still represent the senior ladies. I just, and I said that to Thelma. I said, Thelma, don't you feel that when you go out now, you have to dress up a little bit more than we did before? It's like, yeah, because people remember that you were in the pageant, and I want to represent that pageant.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yes.
Well, basically, we are empowering women of the age of elegance, and it's a responsibility, and it's a pleasure. It's absolutely a pleasure.
And you feel it. You feel it when you come there. You feel the vibe. The vibe is rah rah, go. You can do it. You can do it. And I just enjoyed everything. Now let me ask you this: who can someone contact if they're interested in entering? And I will put that information on this page once we're done, just so that they can contact them. But who can you contact?
Well, the website will send them a message to Johan, and she will, get in touch and get the whole process started. It's Miss New Jersey SeniorAmerica.org.
Yeah. Awful lot
Just
of
New Jersey
information is on the site.
It's just New Jersey.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that on there. Don't worry about it.
Wait,
Yeah.
Isn't it just New Jersey? www. New Jersey Senior America?
I'm gonna copy and paste it onto the page.
Yeah. Senior.org.
So we have a few minutes, and I want you to take your time and think about it. What would thoughts, quotes, or anything that you would like to leave with the listening audience about the age of elegance? Because it's just, we have the senior pageant, and then the ladies come out and they're the cameo, they do this, the Van Damme dancers, the stars. But what would you like to leave with them, with our listening audience? You can start wherever.
Don't stop dreaming. Keep going. Have goals. Keep moving, because we only got one life like this, and do it. Don't be afraid not to do it. Just have fun and enjoy this journey.
Right. The pageant is also you become a sisterhood in the national organization. But I must tell you that within our community, the New Jersey community, we not are only sisters, we are life support.
Oh, yes.
Many of us have suffered many tragedies and many joys, and we share everything. And that's very, very important, the support that we give each other.
That's something that's very important in our sisterhood, and we can feel the love. It's not only words that people say; you just feel the love of everybody, and that makes you feel so wonderful. The pageant really is opening, like I said, the door to become part of the Cameo Club, and it's so rewarding to be in there to bring happiness to those people that are locked in, in their situation. So I encourage every ladies to get out of their shell. It's no big deal. You don't have to be afraid. We're very open arms, and we'll make you feel very comfortable. Just join us. You'll have the time of your life.
And I think too, we've mentioned a lot about the age of elegance and glamorous. It's not just outer beauty. To me, it's a lot of inner beauty and how you treat people and how you react to their problems, issues, and that's important to me. Yes, I like dressing up now. I used to be a tomboy, believe it or not, and the glamorous part is fun, but that's not the be-all and end-all. It's how you treat people and how you form the sisterhood together.
Yeah.
I like that, because even after I came back and visit, everybody knew me. They were speaking, "Hey, how are you?" And they're so glad to see you. And we're still friends on Facebook. And that's nice. That's a sisterhood that I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, and when they yell from the rooftop of a hotel, you know who they are.
You know they are. They're not just a voice in the crowd.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, I just enjoy so much. And so I know we're looking forward to just a great time in May at Harris. It's not too hot.
Right.
And it's actually chilly in there.
Yes, it's always cold in there.
Well, bring a wrap.
Bring a sweater.
Bring a sweater. Sweater weather.
One thing about Harris is, they're the ultimate professional team that we get to work with. Their stage crew and their music people, the lighting, the sets. We tell them what our theme is, and we show up that morning, and it's Broadway. It's showtime.
They're great.
They're the best to work with, and we're very lucky because none of the other states around the country have a venue like Harris. And they do their pageants in cool auditoriums or church basements or something like that. We are so lucky, and being that it's Harris, it deserves to be a production. And that's what we do every year with a theme, we pull out all the stops.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And the dinner after with the families came. My family came to the dinner that was at the end of the pageant. We all went to dinner, and that was so nice.
Yeah.
So Terry, close out with some great words of inspiration for us. You have about 2 minutes. You're just a phenomenal lady.
Thank you.
And you do so much. So we appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just think about it. Contact us. We'll get back in touch with you for next year. It's life changing. It is life changing to be with this organization.
Yes, it is. It changed me. It changed me, and it made me go beyond my limits and boundaries that I had set for myself.
Right.
That's a great
who
thing.
thought, I was a performer or whatever for many, 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 many years, and then it stopped. But this has allowed me to get back into that role, and I'm blessed every day to be able to still do that.
Thank you. Well, thank you, ladies, so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Sorry I'm not on visible because I am in my jeans. But I just wanted to see your faces and so proud of you. And I look forward to being there on May 29th. And I'm inviting people to come with me to be a part of this, and those that can participate, to participate, and don't be shy, because you can find a talent, and they will help you get everything